Hello and welcome. I'm Danette Kubanda, and joining me today for a very special interview is Tressa Mitchener. She went from incarceration to a degree in psychology. She's a well-respected psychological and Christian counselor, a certified life coach, a transformational speaker, and the author of Looking Out from the Inside, the United States versus Tressa Olivia Parker. Rising from the ashes, this phoenix has an incredible story of life-changing hope and offers a completely unique perspective on possibility and renewed expectation. Tressa gives audiences the tools to transcend chaotic situations and to create a life of freedom and happiness. Her mission is to educate and empower others to no longer be held back by circumstances and limiting beliefs. Thank you so much for being with us today, Tressa.
Thank you so much, Danette. I appreciate you having me.
So tell us, what would you say to someone who is facing uncertain circumstances?
Well, what I would tell them is basically to start with self. Make sure that you're looking on the inside of you, making sure that the if you went through like me a stream of bad choices, that you're actually focusing on the inside of you because you do have inner tools, inner faculties that we have been given that a lot of us don't even pay attention to or have not been taught about. You have your inner eye, your inner ear, your thought process. And sometimes, you develop a paradigm as a child. Well, we all develop paradigms as a child, and we don't understand why we're here. What are we here for? Why in making this stream of bad choices and this and that. But the first thing I would say is now that you're an adult, take responsibility for those things and reprogram that paradigm.
How did you create freedom for yourself while you were in prison?
Well, I created freedom for myself because I started working on myself first because I had a mess. I had a total mess on the inside of me. And what I needed to do is I needed to clean up that mess on the inside because what's on the inside filters out to the outside. And so when I realized as I thought back on my life that a lot of these things that I was experiencing, they came from my thoughts. And so I began to reprogram those thoughts. I began to pick up material to read, study to develop myself, and that's basically what I did is I reprogrammed that chip. I reprogrammed that paradigm, my mindset. I changed everything around.
Where would you say you found hope when you felt hopeless?
Where I think I found hope is because as I began to change my mindset, change all of my inner thoughts, my attitude, when I began to change these things, I began to understand that the inner faculties that I had more power within the inside than I had on the outside. And as I began to use these inner tools that I have, I began to pay attention to them, listen to them, understand that, there is an unction to function. In other words, that's the best way I can explain it. And as I paid attention to that unction, I realized that it was telling me what to do because I saw myself in a spider web, and the spider web had me bound. And with this spider web had me bound in all these webs. I could not move. But as I heard in my spirit, the reason why I couldn't move is because I had been lying about everything. I had been lying about me being incarcerated, why I was incarcerated, all of these different things. But the spirit had gave me that the knowing in the inside to tell the truth. And once I told the truth, that the webs would break. So as I began, as hard as it seemed, and I thought, of course, yes, I'm gonna be facing life for real in prison now if I told the truth on myself. But I did it, and I completely felt like an idiot when I did it. But the thing is, when I told the truth, the webs began to break and things began to happen and turn around for me. So you have to evaluate your life of truth. Tell yourself the truth. Be that truth, and don't continuously live in a lie.
And you say that this is such a personal story for you, but you're sharing it in hopes that it can help others.
Absolutely. My story is deeply personal, Danette. But just like you said, I share my story because I want this. If I can succeed coming from facing a 30-year to life prison sentence, if I can succeed, I wanted to share this deeply personal story because I know that other people can succeed. And so this is why I share the story, even though it's so personal to me and I had to go through so many steps to write the book. But I just know that you can succeed because there is a method. You're able to co create and create that life of happiness and success that you want. And I'm here to help you to show you how to do that.
Oh, I love that. That's so powerful, being a co-creator of your life. Thank you so much for sharing all of this. To learn more about Tressa's book, she's got some online courses as well to help you through this process. All of her projects, please visit her website at tressamitchener.com. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Yes, thank you so much, Danette, and I appreciate you having me. Thank you so much.